This is QTV Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue. I'm Umudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. First, here are the main news headlines. At the validation of the GRA's 2025 to 2029 strategic plan, Yankuba Dabo, the Commissioner General, on Thursday stressed the need for timely completion of the ongoing reforms such as the digitalization program of the country's tax administration systems. Today, the 5th of October, is World Teachers' Day, dedicated to honoring the dedication and passion of educators everywhere. The Embassy of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau in the Gambia on Friday celebrated its 51st anniversary of independence, coinciding with the centenary of the revolutionary leader Amilcar Lopez Cabral. We engaged some historians and archaeologists about the historical importance of archaeological studies that could reveal the secrets of the Gambia's past. The National Center for Civic Education, NCCE, organized a one-day regional consultative meeting with a cross-section of regional stakeholders in URR to discuss the way forward for the new draft constitution introduced by the executive in August 2024. Those were the news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. Commissioner General Yankuba Dabo on Thursday stressed the need for timely completion of the ongoing reforms such as the digitalization program of the country's tax administration systems. He was speaking at the validation of the GRA's 2025 to 2029 strategic plan. And Sumana Esonyasi was there and he now reports.
The validation of the authority's current 5-year plan, the 2025-2029 Corporate Strategic Plan, culminates in the rollout of extensive reform programs, notably digitalization programs such as the Asekuda Wall, Single Window and institution of scanners at various entry points and major business establishments. The new strategic framework seeks to revolutionize tax administration processes, ensure transparency and efficiency. Addressing stakeholders at this validation event, Commissioner General Yankuba Dabo says the new plan represents the authority's vision to modernize its operations and called on all stakeholders to ensure the actualization of the objectives set out in the strategic framework.
As we embark on this ambitious journey, our primary focus will be the completion of the digitalization of our tax administration processes. In today's interconnected world, embracing the digital innovation is not merely a choice, but a necessity. The shift towards a fully digitalized framework will enable us to streamline our operations, enhance efficiency, and provide a timely, accurate service to our taxpayers.
Madam Lucifer Jan, chairperson of the GRA Board of Directors, says the new strategic plan signifies an important milestone in the authority's quest to instituting a digitalized tax administration that is responsive to daily needs of taxpayers and will help improve and foster public trust as well as improve efficiency in service delivery.
In this plan, each activity and KPIs have been carefully selected to ensure alignment with our national development objectives, while also being feasible within the resource constraints we face. We have maintained a clear line of sight on the outcomes of matter most, such as improved revenue performance, enhanced transparency, and greater taxpayer satisfaction.
Speaking earlier, Brithwell Nkambule, Commissioner General of Eswatini, who was the consultant that spearheaded the development of the new corporate strategic plan, commended the GRA management for the foresight in developing a framework he says will positively impact its services.
So it has been a great honor for me to be part of this process to develop the 5th strategic plan for the Gambia. The process started with engaging internal and external stakeholders. And in all the engagement, the one message that stands out loud and clear is the need for a digital transformation.
The new strategic plan seeks to reinforce ongoing efforts to reform the country's tax administration process to ease access to services and reduce tax evasion, thereby maximizing revenue generation and instituting a tax system that aligns with its digital transformation agenda. Ansmane Nyasi for QTV News.
On October 5th, the Gambia joins the rest of the world in celebrating World Teachers' Day, a day dedicated to honoring the dedication and passion of educators everywhere. Usman Jatta looks at various initiatives by the Gambia government aimed at recognizing the crucial role of teachers and improving their working conditions and professional development.
The influence of teachers extends far beyond the classroom, making their recognition essential for a brighter future. Teachers are instrumental in shaping the next generation, fostering students' growth and driving educational advancement. To truly unlock their potential, many experts emphasize the importance of listening to and valuing their voices in the decision-making processes that impact their profession. This year's World Teachers' Day focuses on addressing the systemic challenges that teachers encounter and fostering a more inclusive dialogue about their role in education. The theme, Valuing Teacher Voices Towards a Social Contract for Education, emphasizes the urgent need to listen to and respond to teachers' concerns in order to tackle these challenges effectively. The Gambian government has launched several initiatives to enhance the status of teachers with a strong emphasis on professional development. Key amongst these initiatives is specialized training in inclusive education and classroom management, equipping teachers to effectively address the diverse needs of their students. In February 2024, the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, in collaboration with various partners, recognized outstanding teachers from all 7 regions of the country for their exceptional commitment to their profession and students. Additionally, in early March of this year, 15 teachers were given the opportunity to travel to China for 2 weeks of training where they studied the country's renowned TVET system, known globally for their academic excellence and innovation. In July, the ministry organized a 2-day national sensitization workshop for school management committees and mother clubs aimed at enhancing foundational learning. World Teachers' Day commemorates the anniversary of the 1966 ILO and UNESCO recommendation concerning the status of teachers, which outlines benchmarks for teachers' rights and responsibilities, as well as standards for their initial training, ongoing education, recruitment, employment, and teaching conditions. Alongside professional development, the government is also prioritizing improvements to school infrastructure, with many schools undergoing renovations to create safer and more conducive learning environments. At a quarterly presidential delivery forum at the State House, Louis Moses Mende, the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, MOPSI, outlined efforts to review and update the school curriculum to better align with the country's development. World Teachers' Day serves as a reminder that investing in education is an investment in the nation's future. Usman Jatta, reporting for QTV News.
We'll now go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more stories.
Q Money and Orange Money has just made money transfer easier. Now you can send money from Gambia to Senegal directly from your Q Money wallet. So what are you waiting for? Get your Q Money account now and start sending money to your friends and families through Orange Money in Senegal now. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the future of transportation in the Gambia. The Bertel-Harding Highway, a 22-kilometer double carriageway, is set to revolutionize travel and connectivity in our beloved country. The Bertel-Harding Highway is transforming transportation in the Gambia with new roundabouts and vehicular overpasses. But safety must come first. Standing along the road or at roundabouts to flag down taxis creates unsafe conditions and unnecessary traffic jams. Remember, always board taxis at designated taxi garages or the garas located at major traffic points. Drivers stopping in no stopping zones will be penalized. Let's keep our roads clear and safe. Together, we can ensure a safe and efficient journey for all.
Welcome back and thank you very much for joining us. This is QTV News. The Embassy of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau in the Gambia recently celebrated its 51st anniversary of independence, coinciding with the centenary of the revolutionary leader, Amilcar Lopez Cabral. Lena Guinea-Bissau attended the reception and provides her insights on the event.
Amilcar Lopez Cabral was born on 12 September 1924 in Guinea-Bissau. He is widely acknowledged as the father of Guinea-Bissau's independence. Amilcar Lopez Cabral founded the PAIGC in 1956, rallying the people to rise against Portuguese colonial rule. His unwavering dedication to freedom ignited a guerrilla war in 1963, culminating in Guinea-Bissau's declaration of independence in 1973, just months before his tragic assassination that same year in neighboring Guinea-Conakry. Cabral was a visionary leader who inspired the liberation movement in his own country and across Africa, with many liberation leaders in the rest of Portuguese-controlled Africa citing him as an inspiration. Ambassador Luis Domingo Camara de Barros expressed pride in the nation's journey, emphasizing significant milestones and achievements throughout the years.
Excellency, 51 years ago, a new Guinea-Bissau born in the forest of Boé, east of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau. After more than 5 centuries of the Portuguese colonization, it faced many challenges at the beginning of our independence. In recent time, our country, Guinea-Bissau, has made great strides to ensuring the economic and social way back, and for its people, it contributes to the regional and continental peace, security, and prosperity. We made many exemplary achievements in various fields, especially in agriculture field, through the transformation, local exportation of the Guinea-Bissau cashew nut.
Ambassador Barros raised a toast to the enduring relationship between Guinea-Bissau and the Gambia, celebrating their strong bond of solidarity and friendship.
The year 2024 marked the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the diplomatic relation between the Republic of the Gambia and Republic of the Guinea-Bissau. The multifaceted ties between the two countries have witnessed constant growth during the half of a century, characterized by the friendship, solidarity, fraternity, goodwill, mutual respect, and understanding. One toast for the Guinea-Bissau-Gambia bilateral cooperation. Vive la coopération Guinea-Bissau-Gambia.
The celebration vibrantly showcased Guinean culture, filled with joyful music and a delightful culinary experience, featuring traditional dishes like caldo de peixe con banana, siga, caldo mankara, and cafriela. As Guinea-Bissau commemorates its independence and honors Cabral's legacy in the centenary year of his birth, the event stands as a poignant reminder of the enduring relationship of freedom that continues to inspire the nation and its sister nation of Cabo Verde. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Guinea-Bissau.
The Gambia is home to a vibrant historical legacy that mirrors the richness of its landscape. However, despite its historical importance, the nation lacks archaeological studies that could reveal the secrets of its past. To explore the value of archaeology for the country, QTV's Usman Jatta gauged the opinion of some historians and archaeologists, and he now tells us more.
The Gambia, the smallest country on mainland Africa, boasts a wealth of historical sites, including the stunning remnants of Kunta Kinte Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the vibrant stone cycles that resonate with tales from the past. However, without a dedicated focus on archaeology, many of these narratives remain untold, confined to the records of oral history. Omar S.H. Drame, a historian and history teacher at Kota Senior Secondary School, was part of a team of Gambian students who traveled to Guinea-Bissau to uncover the history of the Cabo Empire.
It was a great experience where we wake up early morning, 6:30, had our breakfast and go to the field to dig. The digging is not like just coming and digging, but it's a technical work that needs a lot of power and scrubbing. But all in all, it was a nice experience.
Archaeology is the scientific study of the material remains of past human life and activities, achieved through the recovery and analysis of material culture. Recently, a team of archaeologists from the Spanish National Research Council has been uncovering the lost history of Cabo Cancela in present-day Guinea-Bissau. Dr. Sirio Canos Done serves as the head archaeologist for this project.
Archaeologists are fundamental because as houses are built and new development happens, archaeology is being destroyed in the process. And archaeology tells us stories that complement those of the griots and often tell us stories about the most marginalized in society, those that don't have.
Mr. Drame is keen on pursuing archaeology to uncover the historical narratives of the country.
If you want to document our history, you can only have the true history to collaborate with other traditions through archaeology. That alone is a great motivation for me to delve in the field of archaeology.
The absence of archaeological initiatives in the Gambia results in missed educational opportunities. Schools frequently lack the resources to teach students about their rich heritage in a hands-on manner. Dr. Issa Toure is a history lecturer at the University of the Gambia.
People have been taxed to go and know a lot. If you want to know the Quran and the Bible, because the Quran says, why can't you traverse through the earth and see the end of those who came before you? Sheikh Anta Diop did it, and he was able to actually bring Africa, change the conception about Africa.
Moreover, the lack of archaeological efforts not only restricts our understanding of the past, but also affects tourism, a crucial part of the Gambia's economy. Dr. Doni elaborates on how archaeology could enhance the country's tourism industry.
Gambia has a booming tourist industry, and being able to document these sites could create new focus points for tourists to develop.
Recognizing the potential of archaeology, the team from the Spanish National Research Council is advocating for a renewed focus on the field in the Gambia. As discussions around heritage gain momentum, there is hope that the Gambia will soon embrace its past, not only through storytelling, but also through tangible artifacts that connects its people to their history. Osman Jatta, reporting for QTV News.
Now, the National Council for Civic Education, NCCE, organized a one-day regional consultative meeting with a cross-section of regional stakeholders in URR to discuss the new way forward for the new draft constitution introduced by the executive in August 2024. Alhaji A.F. Jallo tells us more.
The team from the National Center for Civic Education were in Basse to dialogue with stakeholders on the newly introduced draft constitution. The rebirth of the new draft has stimulated debate inside and away from the National Assembly since it was reintroduced, with the previous draft having been rejected at the National Assembly stage. Yusuf Bojang, the Chief Executive Officer of the NCCE, says there is a great need for national conversations with citizens to build a new constitution, which will reflect their needs and aspirations.
Today we are here to talk about another constitution that has been gazetted in August, on the 14th of August, 2024. And that is what we are here to talk about because constitution building involves everybody. It's everybody's business. It has different dimensions. You can have technical dimension where you have expertise building the content of the document, but then again, it also have a political dimension where it requires going through the lawmakers, but ultimately,
to us, the citizens, to decide whether we want it or we don't want what is in that constitution. And to say whether I want this constitution or I don't want, you need to know what is in that constitution. And to know what is in the constitution, that is why we are here together. We can all take stock, we review it together. Maybe we may not be able to do it in total, but at least we look at salient points that we think necessary. We can look at them and come up with our opinion. Whatever we are to say here, this eventually will feed into the conversations that are going to be done at the National Assembly.
Abubakar Danjo, the Vice Chairman of Basse Area Council, says the dialogue is seeking to address critical issues of governance, human rights and development, while ensuring that our laws align with the needs of the people.
Today, this draft constitution has rightfully become the talk of the town. This is because it seeks to address critical issues of governance, human rights, and development while ensuring that our laws are aligned with the needs of the people. Every Gambian, from the smallest villages to the urban centers, has a stake in this process. This is why today's dialogue is of paramount importance.
Ibrahim Kinte, a participant, says the exercise is a significant step towards preparing citizens to make an informed choice.
So coming up with a draft constitution, I think the issue is most of the citizens were not very much happy with the way things were going, especially when you look at the 1997 constitution on certain issues, though I may not be able to elaborate on all the provisions. But looking at this issue, I think there is a need for government and the citizenry to come together and try to pave ways that will give Gambia a brighter future, not only today, because a constitution has to go up to a future where we will be able to see that it is not only for today, but it is for forever. Or if there can be changes, it may be minor changes. But the draft constitution needs to be considered by all of us, that is the government, the citizen, and the partners for development.
The newly elected women councillor, Ajesoma Jalo, spoke of the importance of women's participation in the building process of a new constitution.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Alaji. Karandino nying akumayaza.
We thank God. This dialogue is very important. The voice of women is significant during this consultative process. Our opinion matters. I therefore implore the women to participate effectively in the process, so our wishes and aspirations will be catered for in this new draft.
As part of its mandate, the NCCE has a responsibility to work and engage all stakeholders to ensure that people understand the provisions of the Constitution. If this is successful, the Constitution will not be seen as an imposition, but a true reflection of the will of the people. For QTV News, I am Alaji A.F. Jalo.
Now, before we end this news bulletin, here is a recap of our main news headlines. At the validation of the GRA's 2025 to 2029 strategic plan, Yankuba Dabo, the Commissioner General, on Thursday stressed the need for timely completion of its ongoing reforms, such as the digitalization program of the country's tax administration systems. Today, the 5th of October, is World Teachers' Day, dedicated to honoring the dedication and passion of educators everywhere. The Embassy of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau in the Gambia on Friday celebrated its 51st anniversary of independence, coinciding with the centenary of the revolutionary leader Amilcar Cabral. We engaged some historians and archaeologists about the historical importance of archaeological studies that could reveal the secrets of the Gambia's past. The National Council for Civic Education, NCCE, organized a one-day regional consultative meeting with a cross-section of regional stakeholders in URR to discuss the way forward for the new draft constitution introduced by the executive in August 2024. That's all we have time for in this news bulletin. Join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the Week in Review with me, Mamudu Gajaga, joining Ade Darame and Lamin D. Sonko doing the sign language interpretations. Thank you very much and have a pleasant night. Bye.